Hi, it's Kevin here from OpenSeason. We've been getting a lot of calls and inquiries from parents particularly whose kids are off from school because of the COVID-19 outbreak, and they'd like to know how do they go about getting them fishing. So with that purpose in mind, we're in Gary Kennedy here today, and we're going to show you a simple way of getting kids fishing, inexpensive, and the basic items for what you're going to need. So we've just put together a nice, simple, entry-level kit for kids that's going to be easy to use and simple to get started with. And what we have here is a 7-foot Mitchell spinning rod and reel kit called a Mitchell GT Pro 2-1-12, which is 7 foot long, and a nice simple rear drag Mitchell reel already loaded with line. It's going to be about 8-pound line. What you're going to use it for will be mostly spinning, and spinning basically means you're going to throw out little metallic lures just like these for perch, pike and trout. You're going to throw them out into the water and wind them back in with the reel, and it's really as simple as that. And we have a couple of more small little items to go with it. These are wire traces which you connect to the bottom at the end of the line in case you're lucky enough to catch a pike. So you don't want the pike to bite through your line and swim off with the bait in his mouth. And these are just some simple little snap swivels just to make sure that your line doesn't get tangled up. And on top of that, we've just put in as well a simple little bait box, so when you open your packet of baits, you have something to keep them in on the way home, that they don't all get in a mess and tangled up. Okay, so we're going to start at the very beginning. So when you get this little rod and reel, this handle will probably be in the wrong position. You just need to take the handle, correct it, push it in and tighten it into place with the retaining screw here on the side of the reel. If you can get it in, your line is going to be clipped in underneath this little clip to keep it in place. You're going to take the line out, and this is important. You can take your line and run it underneath the bail arm. Okay? And from underneath the bail arm, next we're going to put our line up through our rod. Okay, so we've just had to move location because it started to rain, but we won't be stopped by the rain. So we're just about ready now to rig up our rod and reel. So what we've just done here is we've run our line underneath. This is our bail arm here, and the bail arm roller allows the line to run up along like that. So what we've done here is we just set the tension on the back of the reel just tight enough to allow the line to come out nice and easily. And all we're going to do then, put the top half of our rod on, line the top eyes and the eyes in the back of the rod up so that they're in line, just like that. And very simply then, we're going to run our line up through each eye, just up along the rod. There's the first one done. Go on to our second one. And up to the very top. Okay, so we've put our line up through the eyes in the rod. So now we're going to use the wire traces, the swivel, and the little spinning bait that we showed you earlier on. So we take a wire trace and a swivel. So here's the wire trace, here's our spinning bait, and you simply, with the safety snap clasp on the end of the wire trace, you connect up to your spinner bait and clip it back into place just like that. Okay, so we've run our line up through all our rod eyes. So I'm going to get my assistant Paddy, who's also on holidays from school, to come in and hold the rod just to give me a couple of free hands. Now, at the end of our line, we are now going to attach our swivel and our snap. And the reason I'm using an extra swivel here on the end of the line is, as the lure, the spinning bait we're going to use, as it rotates in the water, we don't want it to start twisting the line or it'll all get in a big tangle. So we're just going to tie the swivel onto the end of the line with a very simple knot. You go through once, hold the line, wrap it around itself, maybe 4, 5, 6 times, just like that, and then go back out through the front of the knot here again, just like that. But don't get too worried about it. If you can't follow it, if you can't see it, a good strong black knot will do. But using my knot, you just pull and tighten the knot down like that. You can give it a little bit of spit, just like that, so that you don't stress the line or burn it. And just firmly tighten the knot, just like that. You needn't pull it too tight, but just like that. And then you clip the line just about 5 mil from the knot, just like that. Okay, so we've put our line up through our rod, set up our rod, we've put our safety snap swivel on the end of our line just now. As I said, it's going to allow our line not to turn and get in a tangle. So look, we're almost ready to go fishing now. All we have to do is connect our line and our swivel up to our wire trace on our spinning bait. And that's as easy, look, as just clip on, just like that, and close the snap again, just like a safety pin. And at that now, we're almost ready to go. We can just take our spinning bait, hook it onto one of our rod eyes, just like that, so it's not bouncing around as we walk down the pier. It's not going to be flying around or catch anybody as we walk by them. It's on nice and tight here. Remember, be careful, because the treble hooks are very sharp, and if they go in, they don't come back out too easy. Okay, so we're ready to go fishing now. Okay, so it stopped raining, and we've just moved down onto the jetty in Gary Kennedy, where we're going to actually show you how to use the rod and the reel. And we're ideally here, we're looking for maybe perch or pike. Okay, so my favorite way to hold the rod, a spinning rod and reel like this, is between these two fingers, just like that. You have a good grip on the rod and a good grip on the reel. Okay, so what I like to do, what I show my own kids to do, I like to rotate the bail arm just like that, bring the line up under my trigger or index finger, and hold it up to the handle of the rod, just under my finger, so I can feel it, just like that. Okay, we're going to open the bail arm back. Alright, then go up along the rod, and remember, we hooked our little spinning bait onto the eye, just so it wasn't falling around, blowing around, coming down the jetty. We don't want it to catch anybody. Okay, so all we're going to do, we're going to let the spinning bait go loose. We're going to hold the line under our finger. Give us a chance. Spin the bait back in. That's where we get the name spinning from. So we're going to spin the bait back in. If it's not, it's going to sink. So we need to keep it pulling all the time. Now we can wind slow and then fast to create a more realistic movement of the bait in the water. And before we know it, we've nearly done a full retrieve. We're nearly back in. Here we go. No fish yet. But here we come up out of the wall, and that's it. Okay, so the reason we did all this today is to show you how easy it is for a young person to start fishing. So I've got my special assistant, which we prepared earlier, ready to go here, Paddy McSherry, and I'm going to hand over to Paddy now, rod and reel, and he's going to give you a demonstration on how to work it.
So you grab it with the light and get
Good and loud.
pull back this
Wind it up. Slow, fast. Just back there now, that'll do you. Perfect. Okay, so just to show you as well, this is what we mean when we say spinning. Watch, we just get it to turn. You can literally see the bait in the water spinning. It's trying to imitate a real fish. So, okay, the rain has stayed away, and just moved locations in Gary Kennedy again, just to give you a final shot of Gary Kennedy Harbour, one of my favourite harbours on Lough Derg. So, just to recap what we showed you earlier on, we have a Mitchell rod and reel kit called a GT Pro. It's 7 foot long, and it comes with line ready attached, ready to go. An Abu bait box to keep your baits nice and tidy and organised. Some Berkeley wire traces to stop the the pike biting through your line. Some extra swivels to stop your line getting tangled up. A perch and pike kit, and if you can get it, it comes with extra swivels included for free, also in the kit. And I'm running out of hands now, and a trout kit as well. And really, these baits still catch trout, perch and pike. And basically, all this equipment, to buy it usually bit by bit, it'll run to approximately, I'm in Gary Kennedy, I don't have a computer at hand, but approximately €65. And we're doing a special on it for $49.99 to get the kids out fishing. Okay, so thank you all very much for watching. We hope you all stay safe. Hopefully it might be a help to get some of the kids out fishing rather than have them on TV for the next few weeks. We hope you all stay safe and tight lines.